because they're able to share the basketball so well, there was a fluidity that makes them tough to stop.
Take a look at the starting lineup sponsored by Jeep. There's only one, Tyler Kolek. Keep an eye on him. He is a wonderful distributor. And you'll notice that Fox Alexander is not in the game. He's healthy, but his numbers have been way down his last 5 games. So Dylan Adewasu will get the start for St. John. Plenty of AC/DC tonight. Thunderstruck here in the
we got a little bit of everything. All genres of music as we got going.
Marquette coming in after a New Year's Eve afternoon win at Villanova, 68-66. Meanwhile, St. John's, they were up by 10 at Seton Hall the other day and wound up losing by 22. Referees today, James Breeding, Roger Ayers, and Tony Henderson. And here we go. Tyler Kolek, really good distributor. Shaka Smart couldn't say enough good things about this left-hander. They got 3 left-handers on this team. And in the starting lineup, Cam Jones has been their leading scorer. Almost 17 a game. They go high post. Guardaro. Omax. Prosper with the left hand, no good. And a rebound, lost out of bounds. But it will be St. John's ball. Looked like Montez Matheson lost. There's Shaka Smart. Boy, did he make a name for himself at VCU. He's in his 2nd year with Marquette. Went from VCU to Texas to here at Marquette. And he's got things working really well.
Well, already you're seeing this full court pressure.
Mathis denied. And there's Soriano. He got fouled. And Soriano coming off a monster game. 23-11 against Seton Hall the other day.
Well, he's a beast, and St. John's runs so much of their offense through him. The Fordham transfer does an excellent job here off the miss, just being able to come through for cleanup. He's got size, a good frame, and nice anticipation. See how light he is on his feet.
Soriano having a fabulous year. Is at 70% at the line, 8th in Big East scoring. And the nation's best with 12 double-doubles.
Yeah, those numbers are some big-time jumps. I mean, he's probably one of the most improved players thus far in the Big East. And you take a look at that, leading the country with those double-doubles, the blocks, the presence that he provides. Been much needed for St. John's, and certainly will be tonight.
St. John's likes to put a lot of pressure on you defensively.
Even that last possession, you see how well they are staying in front.
Oh, anticipating the pass was Jones. Breakout. Dylan Adewasu gives it up. Joel Soriano finishes.
Defense to offense. That's exactly how St. John's wants to play. And with this type of ball pressure, they'll make you uncomfortable on the offensive side.
That is their trading card, I'll tell you. Shaka Smart talking about discipline. Big key factor tonight.
Take a look at this. Adewusu on the break. Tosses it up for his big man. The one-hander by Soriano, throwing it down. And that's where St. John's is going to thrive. They're still trying to find their perimeter shooting. That type of early offense, penetrating, getting to the basket, helps that offensive flow.
Good ball movement. There's bailout right there. Good. And they do not beat the buzzer. Good defense by St. John's. St. John's 5th. Make that 8th in scoring defense in the Big East Conference is Mike Anderson in his 4th year. He's been successful at Arkansas, Missouri, and UAB before coming here.
Look at that. Never a losing season in his entire head coaching career.
That is impressive. There's some pressure by the Golden Eagles. Turnover as it pays off. Kolek back the other way. There's Jones in the corner. And that shot knocked down by Stevie Mitchell, coming off a big 19-point performance in the last game at Villanova.
And he was really efficient. He was 8 of 10 from the field. He had 3 3-pointers.
St. John's trying to go high tempo offensively. Here's Jones. Nice shake. Change of direction. Change of tempo. And he scores on the reverse.
Cam Jones, wired to score. You see it there. A nice little in and out move to get himself to the basket.
Nice work by Jones. There's pressure by Marquette. We've seen a lot of St. John's over the last couple of years. Fox Alexander not in the starting lineup and slumping offensively. Last 5 games, 13 for 50, a 2 for 15 from the line. So you'll see him come off the bench, provide energy.
Yeah, and we talked to Mike Anderson the other day, and he just said that Tosh has got to be Tosh. He's been taking a backseat a little bit, deferring, and that's something that he should never do. And I think maybe sometimes coming off the bench relieves some of that pressure and allows you to find a rhythm.
There's Prosper, Omax, and he got all ball. He goes down in a heap, and St. John's takes over. Adiwasu. Lead for Stanley with the jam. Omar Stanley.
Yeah. Getting stops, getting to push. This is exactly characteristic of how St. John's wants to play.
Good, strong move to the hole. A big man, Oso Iguodare. Nicely done.
And just take a look at a beautiful drive there by Cam Jones, the inside-out play. And then this time, the pass again by Adewusu to Stanley coming through the lane. Got some power coming with St. John's. Their size, their frames.
David Joplin reporting in, taking the place of Stevie Mitchell.
Another shooter. And that's where Marquette has been fun to watch just through the course of the season. The jumps they've made, I think they've surprised a lot of people on the outside, individuals.
Look at that rebound and traveling violation. Marquette, to your point, 3rd in the conference behind Xavier and UConn in scoring. Another guy coming off the bench is Chase Ross. And he picks up Omax Prosper. Early going, glad you joined us here. 3.5 minutes into this one. Jones, a transfer from DePaul, fade away, and he hits. David Jones out of Santo Domingo in the Dominican Republic. Second leading scorer for St. John's. Like the way Iguodare protects it. Ball down there. Here's Chase going for the jam. Nothing doing there. He hit the back rim. Tell you what, a lot of guys pressing action. You gotta like that. Being very assertive. Here's Soriano. Short jumper is good. With a big man along the baseline. 6'11" senior. Knocking it down. It's 10-7. Oh, good luck. Joplin with his feet set. Didn't work out for him at all.
Excellent shot creation, though. That's what you want, especially a shot from the corner like that on the weak side.
So Adiwasu doing, looks like most of the point guard duties. Andre Capello not available. As that goes in from Omar Stanley. Capello was really good guard for St. John's, not meeting team standards. So.
Well, Adewusu, though, he's facilitating. He's seeing the floor well.
From that angle, how about Kolek trying to go glass, and it's cleaned up inside by David Joplin.
Nice pace for both these teams. We talked about it in the open. They want to play fast. They want to push, but that's exactly what they're getting. With quick triggers, early offense, and the type of pressure they're showing defensively, speeding things up.
St. John's a much higher scoring team here at home than on the road. Jones, good defense here by Marquette. Shot clock at 7.
Dave, you always feel a little more comfortable at home.
Oh, absolutely. Hook shot, nothing there. Soriano with a putback. Controlling the boards. He's got 8 of the 14 St. John's points. In a rack, hard, and a foul. Count it. Chase Ross asserting himself. He's a freshman guard out of Dallas, Texas. We got a good one. Good start here at Carnesecca Arena, campus of St. John's University in Queens, New York. We're back with more right after this.
I do not know what my breaking.
He can come all over the place. Obviously, St. John's, with how Mike Anderson has their group play, they gamble, they take risks, they'll put pressure on the ball, they'll shoot the gaps. Tosh is such a big part of that.
In his time here at St. John's, every coach at Tucson, I love that kid. Just hate playing against him. He's so persistent, and especially on a defensive end.
And sometimes you're not shooting the ball well, and that can weigh on you as a player, but you're still making plays for other individuals, and that makes a difference.
That little sequence right there, that was Big East basketball. We just talked about him having a hard time shooting. He knocks down a triple. Good for Posh. He was 2 for his last 15 before that one. St. John's up by 6. Biggest lead so far. And we'll keep it right here. I'll tell you, how good does that feel for Posh Alexander and for Mike Anderson? Get him off the bench, wide open. He didn't turn it down. He didn't run away from it.
Well, and that's what you want to see. Sean Jones has his hands down, and Posh just pulls it. See one go through early. As a shooter, that's all you need as any player. You see one go through, all of a sudden the rim looks a little bit bigger. You start feeling more comfortable, and that filters into all aspects of your game.
Nothing like an injection of confidence. 6-point lead coming up on 7 minutes in. Glad you joined us, everybody. Dave Sims, Sarah Kustakis, Jones way outside, and he buried it. Cam Jones out of Memphis, Tennessee.
Man, he's impressive. He's efficient. He can get that shot off quick. He also can attack the rim, and that's why it makes it so tough to guard.
Posh turned it over, got it back. Sets up for the dunk. As Ishaya Niwe is in the game. 19-14. St. John's. Backdoor cut, couldn't get it to him. Almost a steal. There's Joplin. St. John's intensity is really good here. And a block. Contact, but it's Big East. They let him play. Quickly, Mathis to the hole, and that's stolen. Back the other way. In a hurry, Ross. And it knocked away. Good hands there by Mathis. But a foul on the play.
Cam Jones shooting nearly 36% from 3 so far this season. Catch, release, shoot. I mean, he's got a guy in his face flying at him on the closeout still. Nothing but bottom of the net. And then Posh Alexander with the dish. And St. John's has done a nice job. We talk about them pushing the pace and how they're opportunistic on the break, but also transition defense. And that's just as much a part of it. If you're a running team that wants to run and still looking to find your rhythm in perimeter shooting, and you're going to quick shoot, you're going to get some of those early looks. You got to make sure that when shots go up, that you are getting back.
A.J. Stewart, Dylan Adewasu back in the lineup for St. John's. Ross makes a second of 2. Shaka Smart going to the bench. And Olivier Maxence Prosper is back in the game. And he'll pick up Chase Ross. Here we go, picking up full court.
And I love it. I mean, look at Prosper, able to pick up full court. He can guard 1 through 5. Another reason that makes Marquette a tough defensive team.
Inside of 13 minutes here in the first half. Ben Gold in the game, number 21 for Marquette. Alexander trying again from 3. Can you believe it? This guy was 2 for 15. He comes out and buries his first 2 shots, both of them 3 balls. Set up for Kolek, passes it up, extra pass. And that will not go. Rebound St. John's, very active on the board.
That's an excellent offensive possession for Marquette. You create a really quality look with the inside out.
Oh, they're feeling it. They are feeling it. Trissa Traore, getting everybody off the bench. He knocks down a 3. Biggest lead for St. John's at 24-15. Boy, they really collapse it on the penetration. Knocked away. Nice find. Turnover. Kolek's got it. Runner in the lane's good. And 1. Really fine recognition by Kolek on that play.
Heads up play, because that was about to get botched up. As you got the ball bouncing around, Jones was on the ground just trying to maintain possession. You see it here, Kolek coming through. Not only does he pick it up, but gets the shot off, gets himself to the line. And we talked about him as a passer. Shaka Smart has said this before, but said it to us. Probably the best passer that he has coached, but also you could tell just a high IQ player, the understanding and feel for the game. That matters.
Kolek 3-point play. 24-18, 8 minutes in. First half here on the campus of St. John's University. St. John's making some shots here. Here's Traore looking for some room. Backdoor cut. Lost the handle. Turnover. Taking it all the way to the rim. A little runner. Put back and a nice follow. Stevie Mitchell. Well done.
It was well done, because with that steal, for him to not only deflect it, contain it, keep it in bounds, and get it at the other end.
Adewasu Feeds down low. The little guy had it knocked away. Nice breakout. Here's Jones. Numbers, goal, two-hand slam.
That's a clinic.
7-0 run by the Golden Eagles.
A job in transition. That's a team who knows how to run and where to be with their spacing, filling lanes.
Traore feeling good about his game coming off the bench. And he throws it away, and it'll be Marquette ball. A turnover proves costly, and Marquette, when we come back, will have a chance to tie or take the lead. Josh Alexander doesn't get the start tonight, Sarah, but off to a good start.
Oh, he's come in and made a major impact, knocking down some shots, finding his teammates, doing a little bit of everything.
The ball movement, body movement.
That's what you got to say, activity. And that activity has started for St. John's on the defensive end. But the important thing to remember that Mike Anderson talked to us about, Soriano's talking about, they competed in the first half.
Jones taking on the big fellas. Knocked out of bounds by St. John's.
It's putting together two halves of basketball. That sustained level of compete. So this energy, this attention to detail, this focus, that's got to be something that you put together for the entirety of a game.
On the inbound, it's going to be Tyler Kolek. Swinging around on the perimeter. Get it to Jones. Work it back to Kolek. They can move the ball around. Jones. Kolek penetrates. Oh, he surprised Gold. Nice recovery. Well, too strong. Rebound to Soriano. Big East rebounding leader. Adewasu, a little shoulder action. Shouldered that defender off very nicely. Cleared him out, got some room.
He's a physical player. He's got a quick first step, but also that's way too easy just how he was able to straight line drive to the rim.
Gold outside. Good look at it. Alexander rebound. In zone now. Looks like he's on for a moment. There's Posh again. Way too strong that time, all air. Jones, pushing up the tempo. Really well here. Good cut, good pass. Mitchell will shoot two.
And that's where you see with Marquette how they utilize the pick and roll, the ball screens, the ability to have off-ball actions. That all starts with a ball screen from Kolek on the side and a great cut from Mitchell coming through. And that's where it's hard for defenses, whether you're switching, whether you're playing straight man-to-man, however you're able to communicate. There's so much attention on what's happening on the strong side that the weak side is often where you're going to find some openings.
Stevie Mitchell, Reading, Pennsylvania.
Oh, he had a lot of family and friends in the stands in that Villanova win.
Played really well. Career best 19 points, shot 8 for 13. Not bad. Gatorade Player of the Year in Commonwealth of Pennsylvania in 2021. And he was the MVP of the Philly Pride AAU National Champs in 2019. So that big lead for St. John's nibbled down to 2.
Some points off turnovers, some second chance points for Marquette. Now for the Golden Eagles, it's about finding efficiency with those initial looks.
Josh Alexander outside. If they look for Soriano, can't get it. Some good front there by Iguodaro. Here's Posh, fires it up. Tried to do a Reggie Miller with that kick out, draw a foul, didn't work.
Well, Prosper continues to impress me with how well he moves at his size.
Good strong move, pump fake, reverse. That's beautifully done by Omax Prosper. That is beautiful.
Especially against Soriano, who's got size and had him pinned underneath the basket.
Long pass. Nice bailout. Omar Stanley was there to get it. Under 9 to play first half, 15 shot clock. A tie ball game at 26. Shot clock running down. Soriano's got to take it himself. Took a bump, gave a bump, and hits the shot.
And a tough play, because you said it. Iguodaro stood his ground. He was vertical. He was in front. It's a great shot by Soriano.
He's got 10 way outside. All kinds of air underneath that one. It goes out of bounds. Jones almost runs over Mike Anderson. To the bench goes Mike. And he'll bring back David Jones. Omar Stanley in there, Soriano, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, for a second, they had me fooled on it. Montez Mathis in the game, number 10. St. John's 5-2. Oh, he got deep position and uses glass.
Mismatch.
He's got good hands. You know, big guy that can catch that ball in traffic is huge.
The hands matter, anticipation. You see that with how he rebounds.
Bullet pass in the corner, and it's good. Converted by Cam Jones. Jones again up by 1. Jones will tee it way outside, in and out. Unfriendly home rim. Guidaro, like a point center out there. Good spin move down the lane, spins again, he trapped. 5th turnover by Marquette. And it's a 30-29 lead for St. John's.
Off the switch, Soriano, mouse in the house, puts it down. And then, of course, Jones. You know what he does? He gets buckets. St. John's have won. It's their ability to get to the rim. They're utilizing their size on the inside and the pace. And a lot has come just through their ability to play fast. That's exactly what they want to do. But communication matters, staying in front matters, and also securing the glass is something that will always help against a team like St. John's that's going to attack you off the rebound.
St. John's has had a lead as big as 9, holding to a 1-point lead right now as we approach 7 minutes to go. First half, backdoor cut. He's there on a nice pass by Soriano.
It's the same deal up ahead. You've got 4 out, 5 out essentially, and the cutting actions of St. John's has allowed them to lead right to the rim for an easy look.
Lefty going left. That's Kolek. Well done off the glass.
And Soriano was ready to swap that one.
Posh. Really going to spark off the bench here. Usually a starter. And an alley-oop, and look at this! He doesn't start. He's been slumping miserably, and he's been a big, big focus point of the offense. The foul on Cam Jones.
Well, you got the big man with the high-low pass, and denial up top, but there's no help on your backside. So the same exact thing ends up happening. And what St. John's has done is just spread out Marquette defensively, and with Soriano up high making the pass, what does that do? That pulls out the big. So you got Iguodaro out there on the wing, and they're taking advantage with that type of space in real estate. Marquette playing on the high side off of those cuts, and it has just been easy looks for St. John's at the rim.
So Posh off the bench, 10 points. And another foul. And that's 10 foul, double bonus. 10 points in 10 minutes for Posh. How about that?
Yeah, and another thing, too, though, Dave, you got to always see the basketball. It's one thing to have your arms out, be ready to defend a cut in the movement, but Marquette's losing side of the ball. You got to see ball in man and continue to make that be a priority in terms of trying to slow down what St. John's is doing offensively.
St. John's by 3, coming up on 6.5 to go. Iguodaro in the corner. John's pressuring really well. Chase Ross back in the room, number 5. There's Iguodaro. Change of pace, wide open. Doesn't take it. Omax Prosper with 6 of shot. Turned it over and a foul. As he tried to make up for his mistake, compounded it with a foul against Alexander. That'll be his second.
So take a look at how they're getting Posh open. They've got him up top, and you essentially have 4 almost up high off of this play. Clear out, 5 out, little pin down here on the right side, but there's going to be a handoff from Soriano that doesn't go. He just circles around. His defender is tagging him, and that's where it's tough because Posh knocked down some 3-point shots, but St. John's isn't necessarily a great 3-point shooting team, and so your priority needs to be at the basket.
Who's going to win this race? Ross. Kolek is there. Pump fake. And being a left-hander helps him again. Back-to-back shots made from his strong hand. And now it's again a 1-point St. John's lead. Down low. Stolen, knocked out of bounds by Jones.
A much better job. They're collapsing on the inside.
Anyway, getting a lot of playing time here today. 6'10" senior from Omaha, Nebraska, by way of Sheridan College. Down low near Soriano.
So the
deposit.
The same play we just showed you, they ran that with Jones. And Soriano handoff that time, so it wasn't a fake, and he rolls right to the basket.
Soriano with 14 points, a foul beforehand. Soriano is already at his season average.
Beauty of a pass here. So Soriano once again has that off the elbow, handoff, and watch him roll. Iguodaro steps up on the basket, and this is where it's a challenge. You see Iguodaro, too, talking to his teammates. I'm not exactly sure what the game plan, the coverage would be there, but you're either switching and you got to get back with your man, or you got to blitz it hard enough where there's weak side help that pass can't easily get through. Nice job, though, in using the bounce rather than a lob.
And they're going to keep going to it till it's stopped. Front rimmed on that free throws. Posh Alexander directing traffic. Mathis gets shut down there by Cam Jones.
Or they're just going to drop back into this 3-2 zone.
Yeah, right. Posh way outside. Barely got iron that time. Here's Kolek. Got Ross set up in the corner. Gets the trailer. Here's Joplin. Step through. Oh, good look. Great look by Kolek.
Nasty. A nice job initially of Joplin getting out of that trap in the middle of the floor. It's hard to double team in the middle of the floor. Joplin with the bullet.
Under 5 to play. And rebound. Anyway, got it to go. Everything's going well for St. John's on the offensive end, leading by 3.
And oftentimes in a zone, you are susceptible to giving up offensive rebounds. You got to find a body.
Kolek way in the corner, nothing there. Soriano. And he gets a rebound and a foul on David Joplin. Soriano having a fabulous game.
Shaka Smart said the best passer that he's coached. Take a look at this dime. He's a lefty, and oh, that is pretty. Iguodaro underneath for the easy two-handed jam. Essentially a broken up play, and you see that on Tyler Kolek. More than 6 assists in 13 of 15 games a season, averaging 7.5, second in the country. That's a big aspect of why Marquette's offense has functioned the way it has this season.
I remember him from last year. He is a very good passer. Coming up on 4 minutes to go first half. St. John's by 3, led by as many as 9. Patience here offensively. Soriano got the step. Flips it up off the glass and in. He is rolling.
And it's the second time we've seen him go right through the body of Iguodaro. I mean, Iguodaro's trying to stay in front. He's got a frame and physicality to him, but nice touch by Soriano.
16 points, 7 to 7 shooting. Kolek with room at the foul line. Nothing there. Rebounded Jones. St. John's by 5, looking to build. Jones, nice give, good catch. And Soriano knocks it out of the bounds. It was saved. Great effort. Great effort. Dylan on it. Watch Stewart. St. John's is on fire. A 3-ball timeout. Marquette. A 7-0 run for St. John's with 3:20 to go.
Any Marshall tomorrow?
I'll send him your regards.
Please do. Please do. Best of the best.
Kolek, Iguodaro. You got Ross. With 19 on the clock, Joplin and Stevie Mitchell on the floor for Marquette. 3 minutes to go. Way outside, nothing doing. Rebound by the Big East leaders. Soriano.
Coming out of that timeout, St. John's in that zone.
Dylan Adewasu. St. John's is led by as many as 9. Up by 8. Clock running down. Shot clock at 12. Step back, fire, a little short. Joplin rebounds. Oh, almost a steal. Now they do steal. Numbers against. Good crossover by Jones. Lead for Adewasu. Contact. They let him play. Tip. Nothing doing. And a breakout here for Marquette. They got numbers coming the other way. Mitchell down the lane. And turned away by Soriano. Coming up on 2 minutes ago. Pollock. Nice lead. And he can't complete it, but the putback is good by Iguodaro. Iguodaro with the bucket. He's got 6 on the evening. Soriano's been just tremendous. The high post. That was good defense right there. The overplay. Here's John Adewasu. Pull up. And it's good.
Wusu, I mean, he shoots just under 40% from the field, 28% from 3, but he has been locked in, getting the start, second start of the season, and a big part of that has been his efficiency from the field.
7 for Adewasu. It's a clock under a minute and a half. Joplin, he wanted that one. He stayed with it. Good persistence. Gets that bucket. So he's got his second score of the night. He's got 4 points. One minute to go here in the first half. Nothing but the bottom of the net for A.J. Storr.
That's what he does. Only a freshman. He's a knockdown three-point shooter.
Deep corner 3-ball. Misses everything. Scramble. Adewasu tried to save it. Couldn't get it. And look at this. St. John's.
Just smooth stroke. 6'6" freshman. Played at IMG Academy. Rockford, Illinois. I'm curious if he's a fan of Fred VanVleet. NBA player that proud Rockford native.
I remember seeing Fred VanVleet in college.
Wichita State?
Oh, I remember I saw them put our hurt like Gonzaga team his last year there. Good player.
AJ's got a couple inches on him, but smooth shooting three-point shot. Very similar.
45 seconds to go here in the first half. Pollock a post up against Posh Alexander. Leaves to Jones. Pollock. Oh, and almost a pickoff there. Too strong. There's Omax and one. Good battle inside by the big man.
And that's an integral play here for Prosper. Getting a rebound, getting an opportunity at the line. He kept trying to cut into this deficit as you're closing out the half. He's using his length and his size, but poised at the end of the possession to finish off that basket. And this is where I know there's only 29.7 seconds left, but taking momentum into the locker room and what the score looks like, there's some juice that goes into that locker room.
Leeway with the foul. 18 fouls on St. John's. Montreal-born Olivier Maxent Prosper, NBA Academy Latin America, transfer from Clemson. 17 field goals for the Golden Eagles, 14 of them in the paint. And a timeout called by St. John's. Mike Anderson wants to take advantage of this last 23 seconds to build on this 7-point lead.
And I take that back. Maybe they're sitting in a zone right here, just pressure on the inbound. Make sure Posh Alexander doesn't get it. Mitchell face guarding him and some long arms on the inbound pass.
Oof. That's a foul that Shaq Smart probably wasn't looking for. Foul to give, of course. Stevie Mitchell, the foul. 7 points.
Yeah, it didn't look like he was intending to do that, but make out okay.
Still have a foul to give. 14 seconds. 48-41. St. John's.
Marquette in the 3-2 zone.
Alexander settled for a jump shot. He was on the sideline. Yep. Stepped out of bounds. A.J. Storr had it measured.
So you don't have a ton of time if you're Marquette, but you do have enough get it in bounds, take a couple dribbles.
Bring in David Joplin. They bring in Ben Gold.
Bring in their three-point shooters.
Seconds. Oh! Threw it away. Gold was going to the corner.
Cutting away from the basket. Yeah. That would have been there. And I think Jones, that was just a read and react play as he saw the basket wide open.
Yeah, it was there. If he had just held the spot, they'd just catch, turn, and lay it up. They get Soriano out of St. John's lineup here with 2.6 seconds to go.
Have enough time for catch, push, dribble, and toss.
Marquette only 4 guys on the court. That's why they get somebody back. He got the shot off. Wow, that would have been good. Tell you what, good first half by St. John's. 7-point lead.
Excellent first half. Nice job maintaining their ground as they close things out. And the fast tempo game as we had anticipated. Looking forward to what we've got coming.
Josh Alexander has been in a miserable shooting slump. 13 for 50 and 2 for 5 at the line. 2 for 15 from deep. And look at that. He is pretty much at his season averages. We get the second half underway. St. John's with Montez Mathis. They go to Soriano. Backs his way in. Jump hook. Doesn't go. And a rebound to Cam Jones.
Nice job, Iguodaro, just keeping Soriano pushed out, not allowing him as deep a position as we saw on some of the possessions early on.
Corner jump is good. Wide open look for Omax Prospect. 48-44. St. John's biggest lead in the first half was 9 points. That's 66%. Got to be one of their best first halves percentage-wise, as that was kept alive by Soriano, but taken down by Cam Jones against Marquette.
This is going to be the test for St. John's. They've been in this position before. They have seen this. Can they sustain the level of execution and effort that they put together in the first half, even when Marquette makes some runs, which will inevitably happen?
Kolek. Oh, nice lead. And a reverse goes. Well done. Kolek to Mitchell.
So much attention on Kolek, and Mitchell doing a great job cutting from the weak side.
Picking up their defensive intensity. Adewusu picks up his dribble. Now Jones on the run. Glass in and out. And the rebound goes to Iguodaro. Chance for tie or lead here in this possession for Marquette. And a turnover by Mitchell. And Stevie Mitchell picks up the foul, his second.
That's just a really nice play there by Mathis.
So Posh Alexander, he's making his debut here in the second half off the bench with just tremendous production in the first half. Two-point lead here. Nice cut down low. Mathis gets it to Adewusu, and that goes in and out. Tip no good. Man, taking it off the rim. That's a heck of a rebound by Iguodaro. Kolek with the look in the corner. Jones for three. No, it doesn't go. And Soriano, leading rebounder in the conference, comes down with a big board. Feeding down low. Mathis up top. Shot clock at 10. Soriano. And the big man can do everything tonight. In close outside. He's having a whale of a ball game. He's got 18.
Great stroke.
Jones fires and hits. And gets it back to a 1-point deficit for Marquette. Energy generating behavior. That's what Shaka Smart, they preach. That's what they live by in this Marquette club.
I'm stealing that, Dave. EGB, there was an excellent article in The Athletic by C.J. Moore. That's where we read it, and it's a good turn.
Mitchell lost it, got it back, bailed out here. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Kolek, nice delivery down low. Wide open three. Got it! And Marquette takes the lead at 52-50 with 16:19 to go. Their first lead since 7-6 early on.
There's a balance, the spacing inside out. Excellent shot creation.
Well, the Golden Eagles have fought all the way back. Turnover. There's Mitchell, one man to beat. Goes to the hole and got it. Marquette on a roll. Timeout, St. John's. They are living by that code of energy generating behavior. It is paying off in a big way.
With some more ease, they've done an excellent job with passing, and there you go, defense to offense. It makes such a difference with the pace you're trying to play at and how you're trying to attack offensively when you're not taking the ball out of the net. St. John shot so well in that first half, missed a couple early here in the second half, yet they still got to make sure to get back in transition defense and play how they were early on.
Adewusu almost turned it over with the travel. It does turn it over right there with the pass that doesn't connect with Soriano. Kolek in the front court. Omax takes a bump. Joplin tees it up. Deep three. No rebound. And it goes off of Marquette. Goes off the hands of Chase Ross. We'll take a break. It's 54-50. Marquette with 15:27 to go. Hey, Al, how are you? It was one of the most amazing things I've ever seen. What a beautiful man.
That happens with you when you walk through the streets of Manhattan.
Yeah, or Seattle, but no, not really. Kolek with a rebound. Kolek with a putback. Count it.
Marquette has turned up the intensity. And this is an example of the play.
The surge is real from Marquette.
Finish can't go, but Kolek comes striding through. No one finding a body. Is there a bump there by Alexander?
Kolek. Splash Alexander. His first foul. 3-point play. So Kolek, all around good game. He's going to get a blow right now with Sean Jones coming in. 12 points for Kolek.
Full court pickup here by Marquette. And here's the thing, Dave. Marquette is a very good team. They've won 5 of the last 6 games. The only loss was that double overtime loss at Providence. They were going to make a run. They were going to start hitting shots. If you're St. John's, you got to remain poised, take care of the basketball, and continue to create the type of looks you saw in the first half.
On the cut, Mathis hard to the glass, and it won't go, but he'll shoot 2. But Joplin picked up the foul, his second. Indeed it was.
And once again, you're seeing St. John's turn the corner, get downhill. They've been attacking the basket well. A lot of their points came from the paint. That's what Mike Anderson wants. Obviously, so much comes from the defensive end, but offensively, predicated on the aggression, their physicality, the explosiveness off of their penetration.
Practice. 69% shooter at the free throw line, coming off a 3 for 13 7-point performance against Seton Hall the other day. Back in the game is A.J. Storr. Picks up for Adewusu. So St. John's gets 1 out of 2 there. Joplin rebound. Marquette 6-point lead. Biggest lead's been 7. Just under the 15-minute mark here, second half. Jones tees it up way outside. Nothing doing. Rebound. It's Splash Alexander. Urgently coming up court. Nothing doing there. Back to Mathis. Lost control momentarily. 13 on the shot clock. See, the big man, good catch, but he might have gotten away with one as he was fending off at the offhand.
Nonetheless, though, that's a lot of what Soriano was able to do in that first half was that deep inside position. St. John's got him over the top. That time, though, Iguodala was the one that was near him with that size and staying with him.
Foul on Joplin, his third. And now, it's like they're going to get Iguodala. That'll be his first. Team foul 4. Inbounding is Posh Alexander. Mathis takes the bump. Count it.
That's a big bucket. One strong, good cut, great out of bounds on the play. But cutting into this deficit because you don't want Marquette to start opening this up, getting it to a double-digit lead. And it just changes the dynamic, one, of the momentum and how you feel. You see it right here, just a bounce pass. Mathis with some room.
Second foul on Jones, team 5th. Good nothing stroke. St. John's within 3. Prosper spinning. They throw some bullet passes. That's intercepted by Alexander. And that's intercepted. Storr turns it over. You can hear the coach right now. Don't make a jump pass in the air. Jones down in the landed Giants. 3 ball. In it and goes around the world. And Marquette with the 3 ball from Prosper has a 60-54 lead. Alexander. He's set there and couldn't convert. And over the back. And the foul's going to go against Marquette's Chase Ross. It's his first. Team 6th.
Look right here. Hard drive by Jones. Kickoff. There was a collapse on the inside. Slow rotations by St. John's as Prosper got a clean look from the 3-point line.
See what they get here on the inbound. Jones back in the game. Need the post for Soriano. Highway. Oh, he fended off against, hammered one. Mitchell came in to try to get him to no avail. 20 points for Soriano.
You hear that, Frank? That pick and roll, Marquette is switching, and it's allowing Soriano a mismatch every time with his size.
Prosper, hard to the glass, hit it, knocked away with a foul. Highway thought he had it, thought he had all ball. But Soriano has been a star tonight.
A star, but this is just a filthy jam by Soriano. Throws that down. It doesn't do it justice in slow motion because of the power of which he threw that down with. But you saw him alone under the basket as a small was leaving him. And what St. John's has done a really nice job of with Mike Anderson, they put Soriano there on the elbow and allows him to initiate and work the offense off him. So they've got cutting actions. They've got different pick and rolls, but every time they work that ball screen, the switch by Marquette places a smaller player on Soriano, and they've done a nice job of taking advantage and feeding him the ball on the inside.
We're about 50 feet away from where he threw that down. You can feel the force here, right?
You can feel the force. I also heard the basket mic pop in my ear.
Prosper with a good trip to the line. Ben Gold comes in for Iguodala. And David Joplin enters the game for Marquette. So Gold, Joplin, Golick is back. And you got Omex, Prosper, and Jones on the floor for Marquette. Here's full court pressure. 6-point lead for Marquette. It's all St. John's in the first half. They had a 9-point lead. And down low. Fastball got away from everybody, but it went off the hand of a Marquette player.
Trying to blitz off that screen on Posh and does a nice job with his quick release.
Didn't quite work, and Soriano over the back. When they let the first bump go, called him on the second. That's his second foul for Soriano. Well, having a fantastic game with 20 points, 3 points shy of his career best 23, which he's hit a couple of times. He'll get a blow right now at the 12:36 mark. So in the game is Omar Stanley to pick up Soriano. Jones beat his man, draws the foul.
I'm impressed with Sean Jones. He's just a freshman. He normally gets about 13 minutes per game, but he's done a nice job in just how he's been running the offense. He's just shifty. He's got some gears to him.
Career best 16 points against Georgia Tech earlier this season.
You could tell just as he continues to grow, develop in this game under a brilliant coach like Shaka Smart, but just how to get the ball. He can get the ball where he wants to on the floor, just making sure that organization piece is there as he plays alongside Kolek. The opportunity to have someone handle.
8-point lead, biggest lead for Marquette. St. John's biggest lead was 9. That's been a turnaround here in this game. Alexander posting against Jones, muscling him to no avail. Call a block on Jones. A couple of high-intensity little guys there, and both of them really strong. Second foul. 1-1 now for St. John's. 17th foul for Marquette. And for Jones, it's his first foul. Posh 73% at the line this year. First one's good. 11th in the Big East Conference in assists, 3rd in steals behind Gibson of DePaul and Carter at Providence. And again, one of the great stories in this game for St. John's. It's struggling mightily shooting. Comes off the bench and really energizes club in the first half lead. What a battle here. Jones beats it. Jones takes it to the glass, draws contact. Naiwe was on the baseline. But if you like a little bit of power basketball, big fella in tight, take a look, take a listen at this. Soriano doing some work.
Bam! That's some power.
Correctly selective in my substitution. How's my attitude? How's my energy? I thought that was fascinating. He's gathered that from many coaches over the years.
I love that. There's a reason why he has found so much success, not only on the basketball floor, but just throughout life. I think those things are important to continue. You're always evaluating your team. You're always trying to help your team improve.
Nice steal.
That allows him as a coach as well, and that filters down. He's the leader of this group. That filters to your staff. That filters to your players. That type of stuff matters, and doing it on a day-by-day basis while you're in the course of the season.
Great self-evaluation. Backdoor cut denied by Adeyuso. Kolek checks the clock. He's got time. 10. But he can really find the open pockets. Going, whoa, that was a nice glide to the basket by David Joplin.
Joplin's a scorer. He's got a scorer's mentality. Comes in the game with that. We see him shoot a lot of three-point shots, but he can put it on the floor.
Been doing for Naiwe is Marquette up by 9, biggest lead. Here's Adeyuso forcing his way to the basket and he scores. Back the other way, Jones lays it up, tip, no good. Here's Omax, he's there and he can't score, but he'll shoot 2.
Talks about David Joplin. He's a guy that can come in and score in bunches, and you watch right here, just blows right past his defender. The body control, easy lay-in. He's someone that you want to run off the three-point line because he's shooting about 41%, and with that, does a nice job of driving the closeout and also contorting his body to get off the shot around that help defender.
So Prosper takes the lead to 67-59. Soriano back after, let's see, he left at the 12:36 mark, so almost a 2-minute blow. Tell you what, nice work by Sean Jones at the point for Marquette. Back in the game is Iguodare. Free throw good. Joplin take a seat, and back in the game is Chase Ross. Joplin with 6 points for Marquette. 68-59. First half belonged to St. John's. Second half so far belonged to Marquette. In traffic, they let him play. Naiwe rebound, had it, lost it. It's Marquette ball. So if you're St. John's right now, offensively, what are you seeing as compared to the first half?
Well, I think they just have not had as many easy runouts and early offense and looks because they're not getting as many stops on defense. Also, they were shooting nearly 70% for a good stretch. So you understand that may taper down. You still got to continue to make sure.
Nice pass. Pump fake. Got it. Prosper looking so good. On the baseline, largest lead for the Golden Eagles at 70-59.
But that's what we saw to St. John. The movement, the passing, the cutting.
Highway trying to get by. Jones penetrate. Runner blocked. Iguodare. No sail.
That's beautiful pass by Kolek. Watch right there. No look. Pocket pass. He's got two on him, so he finds a cutter along the baseline. Iguodare with the presence.
This rim protecting there by Iguodare. Long jumper by Jones is good. St. John's would love to get back in that good offensive rhythm they had in the first half. Marquette's defense turned up nicely. Kolek. In the corner for three. Omax is prospering indeed. He's got 22 points. Mathis going against Kolek. Turned away, but a foul going to the hoop. Probably going to get Kolek underneath. Yep, Kolek. Foul. Just his first. And team foul number 8.
There weren't a lot of fouls there in the first half, and I think that's chopped up the game some here at the early part of this second half. Going to the free throw line, not the same type of fluidity.
Yeah, the flow was up and down. We had a lot of continuous play. Roger Ayers doing a very good job subtly getting a message across while he was drying off the ball on his pant leg. Veteran official, good crew, James Breeding, Roger Ayers, Tony Henderson. So Narway out, and Posh Alexander back in. Turn. Whoa, way too rich on that pass. He can't believe he points his chest. My fault.
Well, St. John's dropping back in the zone off that possession, and that's where it got Iguodare high on that pass. He was looking for the open man, and it was a good job by St. John's staying spread.
There's Posh needling his way. Boy, he broke the ankles of Mitchell. Mitchell's even laughing about it. Deep shot by Adi Worcester when he hits. 73-66. Story at 2 halves. St. John's first half shot 66% from the field, 33% here second half. But that last three was a big one. Mitchell, what do we got? will be, looks like Marquette ball.
Adewusu has been big for the St. John's team. Take a look right there. The shot fake. Kolek doesn't step out on him initially to close out tight enough. Checks the line, drops it in. And where I think Adewusu has been so good getting the second start of the season, we talked about Posh Alexander not starting. And he initiated and ran the offense really well. He pushed the tempo. He was looking for teammates. But he also found that balance of where to be aggressive, getting his own, getting to the rim, and also knocking down some three-point shots to open things up.
Cam Jones and David Joplin back in the game. Here's Joplin from way outside. Hello! Joplin with 9, and it's a 76-66 Marquette lead. Adewusu is in all kinds of trouble right there. Soriano bails him out. Jones gave it a thought. Step back long. Three's good. David Jones answers with the triple.
And some 3-for-3 action.
So he's got 8. That's his second 3-ball of the evening. Intensity starting to pick up a little bit as we're under 8 minutes to go. Glad you joined us here. Big East basketball. Dave City, Syracuse stop here at Carnesecca Arena, campus of St. John's University. Kolek, front about it, gets by Soriano, leaves for Prosper, pump fake and turned away. And St. John's controls. St. John's trying to cut into the lane. Adewusu hard to the hole. Put it up, tip, no good, tip, good! Soriano, timeout Marquette. The intensity. Somebody just put the plug back in the socket here for St. John's.
Offense heating up. We got a 3 for Joplin, and St. John's, though, won't let go. Soriano. Jones doing work. Do justice to a lot of ways in which the offense has run through him, and he's got great touch. These aren't just easy shots underneath or those explosive jams, also some good touch on the perimeter.
Best hands you've seen for a big guy in the paint, being able to catch in traffic this year?
I think one of the best. He's great with his anticipation. I think, too, the ability to be able to catch, and your footwork goes with it. It's not just about the hands, but understanding where you are on the floor.
Blocking foul, Soriano, he got caught there. That's his third. They cannot afford to lose him.
Well, and we heard Mike Anderson talking in the huddle about the defensive end, and it's things you learn when you're in third grade playing basketball. See man, see ball, see both. You can't lose sight of the ball or your man.
Jones had a clean look and a fabulous feed by David Joplin. 79-71 Marquette. He's got 14.
Important stretch here.
Going to answer the bell here for St. John's offensively. Coming up on 6.5 to go here in regulation. Adewusu hard to the glass. Two-hit scoop works. Old school.
But that pick and roll has worked so well with whether it's Adewusu, whether it's Alexander coming up with Jones, with Soriano. Because Marquette switching it, and it either gives an open lane or a lob to Soriano.
Good cut, reverse layup. You can't say enough good things about Omax Prosper. He's just killing him on the baseline. He's got 24 points.
And that's the cut Anderson was talking about in the timeout.
81-73. Jones, pump fake, into traffic, kept it alive, got it back, lost it.
And game rebounding off the zone, and off that make, that's what they drop back to. Marquette doing a good job switching up their defenses between zone and man.
Cam Jones throws it up like an Adewusu, trying to get it to Kolek. 81-73, approaching 5.5 minutes to go in regulation. Kolek gets it off to Joplin. These guys share the ball so well. Good look inside. And Adewusu steals. Back the other way. And muscling his way to the basket is Montez Mathis. It's knocked out of bounds. Let's see. Okay, stubbed a toe or did an ankle or something. They're going to get somebody up quickly. A.J. Storr is going to come in and pick him up, and he's going to go right to the locker room. And coming back for Marquette, Stevie Mitchell. Ale Wusu going to get it in, gets it to Soriano. 5:20 mark here in the second half. Oh, he takes it all the way. He saw it opened up for him, and he said, hey, let me convert this. Back the other way and a quick counter. Joplin in traffic. It bounced off his foot. Yes, indeed. Off of Joplin's foot, a turnover. Turnover for Marquette.
Wusu making a play on the defensive end, also offensively going to work, attacks Iguodaro, and you said it turns the corner. And Wusu, he's got a strong frame and width about him, physicality, but he's also got a really quick first step, and I think he reads the floor and the defense so well.
St. John's trying to convert on the 13th turnover by Marquette, knocked out into the hands of Soriano. Nice steal by Mitchell. Kolek control, and he got fouled by Soriano, and that'll be his fourth.
Oh, that was an excellent creation by Posh Alexander to Soriano. Soriano looking at the official, as is Mike Anderson wondering about the foul. The spin cycle behind the back.
Look at
over
Mitchell
the head, I should say. But that's what Stevie Mitchell can do. For as much as he's added some punch with his offensive game, doing so the other night against Villanova, his strength is on the defensive end of the floor and shows it there.
Well, it's 77% at the line. Knocks down the first. Prosper comes back.
And Dave, those become game-changing, game-winning potential plays. I mean, you could have had an easy two for St. John's if Soriano finishes that off. And instead goes the other way, a potential 4-point swing right here.
Fine all-around game by Kolek. Keep this in mind. Soriano still on the floor. He's got 4 fouls. I would anticipate Marquette going right after him.
You need to.
Ayuso. And some pressure. Jones, baseline. Hard to the hoop. Must be going left. It works for David Jones. For Jones, he's got 10. Kolek down the lane. Oh, that could have been the 5th foul on Soriano, and he knew it too. Might have caught a break right there. There was some contact. Soriano in dangerous territory right now with plenty of game left on the clock.
However, to your point, that's where Soriano was not going to be as aggressive in his rim protection or how he's playing defensively because of that awareness.
With that in mind, Mike Anderson wants to get Soriano out for the last 2 minutes. Get him out here at the 4:15
Yeah,
mark.
you're still in a 2-possession ball game right here.
So he leaves at 4:15 to go.
But if you're Marquette, this is where you want to take advantage with him on the bench.
Kolek looking to distribute. Coming up on 4 minutes to go. Down low, Omax draws a crowd. Had it knocked away. It'll be Marquette ball with 6 on the shot clock. 4:01 game.
Smart play, though. Kolek recognizing that, getting it in, using the size of Prosper. Niue is out on the floor, but you got a size advantage if you're with the Golden Eagles.
Jones, step back, front rain, nothing there. And St. John's down 83-77 under 4 to play. Jones, spin, lane, throw it over his offhand, no good rebound, no match.
That's a rip.
Prosper with a big board. Mitchell will stumble, spreading it out now. Under 3.5 to go. Kolek probing, kicks it back. 3-ball. This is huge. Didn't get it. Rebound to Adewuso. Numbers. Got a man ahead of the pack. It's Jones for the dunk. Back the other way comes Marquette. Lay it up and in. Count it. Olivier Maxence Prosper all over the floor for Marquette. He's been outstanding. A great pass to set him free. And a timeout on the floor Soriano, he's back in the lineup here for St. John's with 4 fouls. Prosper, 73% at the line entering tonight's game. Very good stroke, soft hands. Junior. Really good looking player from Montreal. Pressure here. Minutes to go in the ball game. Dave Sims, Sarah Kustak with you here at Carnesecca Arena. Once again, a shout out to Coach Carnesecca. Turns 98 on Thursday.
Man, more life, more blessings.
Hall of Famer. There's Soriano with 13 shot clock. Gives it to Adewusu. Gets by Kolek. Sets up Posh. Extra pass. Jones fires deep. Nothing there. Rebound. Loose ball. Good tip there. I tell you what. You got to give Iguodaro a little credit on that one. He tipped it, and Mitchell comes away with it.
That's a difference maker because the zone can leave you susceptible with the glass, and Marquette doing a good job securing it. One shot now.
The closest St. John's has gotten to Marquette here in the second half is 4 points. 10 on the shot clock, 2:20 ball game. Reverse layup, nice dish. That was Cam Jones. Iguodaro, and Jones has got 16. And what do we got? A St. John's timeout? Yes, indeed. The passing has been outstanding here
Point
by the
also.
Golden Eagles. Look at that. Go to your St. John's. You're down 88-79, 2:12 to go.
Well, you're going to give the ball to Posh Alexander. I would assume you're going to have a ball screen up here on top. Pick and roll with Soriano. You got shooters on the wing, but allow them to work. See what Marquette does. They're playing a man here. Will they switch again? And it's either Alexander or get it to Soriano.
Keep in mind, Soriano playing with 4 fouls. 2 minutes to go in the ball game. Adewusu working his way in. Gave it to Soriano. Had to take it away. And coming away is Prosper. Oh, Max Prosper. And then a steal by Alexander. Jones in traffic. Partially blocked by Iguodaro. They battle for it. Marquette comes away with it, but a foul in the play. Talk about short area contact and collisions.
Well, this is first some great verticality by Iguodaro going up, but is St. John's and Jones staying with the play? Credit to Posh Alexander on the pick initially to get possession back for St. John's.
Back in for Jones, 73% on the season from the line, 14th in Big East scoring. Soriano out, Naiway back in. 1:44 to go in the ball game. St. John's on a 3-game skid right now and trying to break that, and they've got some work to do here. 88-80 with 1:44 to go. Pressure turned up even more. Prosper, nice job breaking the press. Gets it back to their sure-handed Kolek. Tyler Kolek's had a whale of a ball game. Use some clock right now with 1:26 to go. In trouble. Jump hook. Oh, that's going to be murder for St. John's. A big basket by Oso Iguodaro to make it 90-80 with about 13 to go.
That just may be the dagger.
Adewusu. And Prosper thought he got a piece of the ball, but he got a piece of Dillon. Stops the clock with 1:06 to go.
Marquette doing a great job using the clock. Kolek gets it to Iguodaro on the inside. Back to the basket. Turn. Hook shot. Soft touch.
Kolek, 8 assists, just 1, count them, 1 turnover. Outstanding. Kolek, career best 29 at Providence on back in December 21. Needed points here.
This game isn't over. St. John's, first of all, important free throws for Adewusu. But at some point, it's going to turn into a free throw game, and you're going to likely have to depend on Marquette missing.
Colby King into the game. Ice cold off the bench for Posh Alexander. 1:06 to go in the ball game. St. John's down 9. Biggest lead's been 11 for Marquette. Joplin back in for Iguodaro. Soriano on the bench. Mike Anderson trying to play some offense, defense. The young man does have 4 fouls, 66 ticks left. Goes back to Kohler. And now the game of keep away. And a foul given. King just into the game, picks up his first.
Nice job by Marquette, though. You can't overstate just getting the ball across half court, making sure that you're being patient with it, doing the little things in terms of ball protection that didn't happen on that previous possession to close something like this out.
Marquette has outscored St. John's by 17 here in the second half. Mitchell could have had a chance there, maybe put the nail in it.
You got to go quick if you're St. John's.
Jones penetrates, blocked, and that should about do it. Iguodaro with the big block right there on Jones with 45-3 left on the clock. 90-82 Marquette. Big one. Great block shot.
And once again, Iguodaro has done a nice job with the rim protection, in particular in the second half. Soriano had been going at him quite a bit, but maintains a verticality, gets possession again from Marquette. Collective team effort here by Shaka Smart's Golden Eagles. They've done a nice job of pushing the right buttons of how they're finding their offense, what they needed to do defensively, all those switching schemes, the movement, the passing. And for St. John's, too, I mean, they've continued to fight. They've played well. They've played hard. Haven't executed in the same manner in the second half.
Iguodaro, that block he had the second of the night. St. John's to the bench. We're bringing Rafael Pinzon, who's recently cleared medical situation. He's back. He's in the game for the first time, number 24. Time running short, down 10 for St. John's.
Pinzon missed the last 2 games, but he is a 3-point shooter. Have him on the floor.
Owusu hits from way outside. Hit that one from Queens Boulevard.
Fox, Providence, Seton Hall. Mentioned earlier, they've won 5 of their last 6 games. Only loss was that double overtime loss to Providence by 5.
Kolek gets it to Jones. He's fouled immediately. Stops the clock. 37-5 remaining in regulation. Take a look at St. John's upcoming schedule. Tough road game coming up Saturday at Providence. Going to be a noontime start. The Butler, UConn, Villanova, and Creighton. I tell you,
it's not easy. I mean, when you're looking, we said it, get back in the win column. 1-3 in the Big East thus far. Only win that first one against DePaul. But that's what the Big East is. That's why you love it. You love the competitiveness. You love that on any given night anything can happen. But that's some strong teams that they're facing.
Some gauntlet they're looking at here, I got to tell you. Sean Jones, freshman guard. Gahanna, Ohio. 2-time MVP and 3-time captain. Lincoln High School there. Final 35 seconds. Pinzon, first time he shot the ball. Here's King, throws one up, nothing doing there. Soriano wins that battle. Down low, Pinzon trying to give it back to Soriano. Turned it over with 21-4. Academic now. And a foul given by Soriano. That's his 5th, and he's done. But he put up really big numbers. A very efficient and exciting first half for him. St. John's had a 48-41 halftime lead. 22 points, 13 rebounds for Soriano.
And he's an impressive player. We had talked about earlier throughout this game his comments in the post-game after their last loss to Seton Hall. The fight felt like the team quit. He wants them to be more mentally tough. And what I will say, despite this loss, you never like to lose, but there was a lot of fight out of St. John's. They continued to be resilient. They showed stretches of great execution on the offensive side. Marquette's a very good team.
Wow, 54-37 outscored here in the second half. St. John's here at home. Adewuso, too strong off the glass, knocked out of bounds by King. 14-1 on the clock. Marquette, tell you what, they took some punches in the first half, and they have come back and put this one in their pocket. They're going to head back to Milwaukee very happy. Fine win here on the road. 96-85 as the final buzzer sounds. Sarah, pleasure as always working with you. Great to see you again.
Let's do it again, Dave.
I'm Dave Sims. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Final score 96-85. Now we send you up.